happy readers! It's Shedtime Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? Well, I have chosen a rather mysterious story to share. The title is Polly Paint and the Dinosaur Dilemma. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Gemma Merlin. And the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Adele Booth. Now, Polly Paint has seen something that looks rather mysterious, and she's not sure what it is. She's going to talk to the rest of the herd one by one to see if they can help her. Shall we read and find out what happens? Polly Paint and the Dinosaur Dilemma. Polly Paint stepped out one fine spring day. The bright sun shone after days of grey. She trotted up the field to the last boundary wall, where she could watch the farm and all. Polly Paint didn't realise when she first arrived the shady spot by the wall was occupied. Looking away from the view, Polly turned to face an incredible creature that made her heart race. Polly Paint was very confused. She tossed her head and stamped her hooves. Should she watch the intruder? Was it safe to stay? Or should she be frightened and run away? Polly Paint galloped back to find her herd and explain what had just occurred. The ponies were scattered, relaxing in the sun. Polly Paint would tell them one by one. Little Lily was munching grass when Polly Paint galloped to her fast. Little Lily, I have to say, there's a very strange creature not far away. I don't know what it might have been. It's the oddest beast that I have seen. Little Lily shook and rolled her eyes. I don't like the sound of that surprise. Was its mouth wide with pointed teeth that might eat us all while we're asleep? I heard about creatures from years before. I think we call them dinosaurs. Polly Paint felt a little scared and thought it best to be prepared. Polly shouted as she twirled and ran, I'll tell the others, we need a plan. Sunshine Sally was snoozing on the grass when Polly Paint galloped to her fast. Sunshine Sally, I have to say, there's a dinosaur not far away. Sally jumped up and had a shake. A dinosaur, there's no mistake. Did it have spines along its back and beady eyes that could be black? Did it have hooves or feet or paws? Did it have curling pointed claws? Was it camouflaged black and green so it can hunt without being seen? Polly Paint nodded. She was sure that she had found a dinosaur. Polly shouted as she twirled and ran, I'll tell the others, we need a plan. Speedy Marmot was rolling in the grass when Polly Paint galloped to him fast. Speedy Marmot, I have to say, there's a dinosaur not far away. Marmot stopped, his legs in the air. A dinosaur, they are very rare. Did its long tail drag along the ground? I hope that's the type you might have found. Others walk tall upon two legs and have tiny arms like little pegs. Some are fierce and some are not, but I think they always eat a lot. Polly Paint nodded. She was sure that she had found a dinosaur. Polly shouted as she twirled and ran, I'll tell the others, we need a plan. Champion Chica was chewing grass when Polly Paint galloped to her fast. "Champion Chica, I have to say, there's a dinosaur not far away." Chica swallowed and tossed her head. "A dinosaur? That's what you said? I don't know much about those beasts, but I think we should say hello at least. It's always best to make a friend. We don't want to be rude or to offend. Maybe it will stay, maybe it will roam. It might be looking for a new home." Polly Paint nodded. She was sure that she had found a dinosaur. Polly shouted as she twirled and ran, "I'll tell Freckled Fonz, we need a plan." Freckled Fonz was nibbling grass when Polly Paint galloped to him fast. "Freckled Fonz, I have to say, there's a dinosaur not far away." Fonz turned to Polly and twitched his ears. "Dinosaurs haven't lived here for years. They roamed the earth a long time before and filled the air with deafening roars. But none are walking about today. It's safe to run around and play." Polly Paint frowned because she was sure that she had found a dinosaur. The other ponies had heard her speak and all agreed without a peep. Now she would tell Fonz everything too, and he would know what to do. Polly Paint tried to remember every word from all the ponies in the herd. "I found it hiding by the wall, shaded by an old stone fall. It had beady eyes and a wavy tail. Its skin was dark, its tongue was pale. Its mouth was wide, its nose was blunt. It might have been out on a hunt. I think we should try and make a deal in case it wants to share our field." Freckled Fonz nodded, looking wise. "It sounds like you had quite a surprise. Let's get to the bottom of your mystery and discover if it's a creature from prehistory. Call the ponies, take them to see, then run back and explain to me." Polly Paint cantered bravely at the front, leading the ponies' dinosaur hunt. Champion Chica followed near, and Marmot trotted at the rear. Sunshine Sally preferred to walk, with little Lily, who liked to talk. "Will they tell this creature to be gone, so it can't eat us one by one?" Sunshine Sally nudged little Lily's side. "Don't you worry, Champion Chica will decide." Polly Paint slowed as she neared the wall and found the place by the old stone fall. Speedy Marmot skidded to a halt. He always stopped with a mighty jolt. Champion Chica stretched out her nose and peered curiously into the shadows. After a moment, Champion Chica saw the crouching, glistening dinosaur. Two eyes stared back. They didn't blink. His gleaming skin was black as ink. His orange belly brightly glowed, speckled with white like winter snow. Champion Chica stepped gently back. There was no risk of an attack. Polly Paint snorted. She was sure that she had found a dinosaur. Speedy Marmot chirped. "Is it real? Shall we chase it from the field?" Sunshine Sally stopped downhill with little Lily, who worried still. All four waited. Chica shook her mane, then turned to face them and explain. Polly Paint has definitely found a strange creature lurking in our grounds. But don't be scared, it's such a beaut. Come and meet this friendly newt. Polly Paint was very confused. She tossed her head and stamped her hooves. I thought I'd found a dinosaur. That's what everyone said I saw. Polly Paint bolted back towards the gate, where Fonz had stopped to calmly wait. I'm in a muddle about what I saw. We all agreed it was a dinosaur. But when Chica looked, she could see it was a newt, not the least bit scary. Freckled Fonz leant gently on Polly's neck. He knew that she was quite upset. Fonz whispered, "When there's something strange or new that might appear out of the blue, it's hard to know what the best might be. But that's why we have our family. There's 6 special ponies in our herd. We'll always help. Just say the word." Then Speedy Marmot galloped to join the pair, in a blur of hooves and dark brown hair. Marmot said, "I'm glad you found a dinosaur and told everyone what you saw. Polly Paint, we all listened to you and tried to help with guessing clues. We puzzled through it as a herd, and then we shared what we had learned." Polly Paint nodded. "Today I discovered something new, and I'm glad the newt is friendly too." Hey there, little Shelly Cat. Tell us one thing while you're sat. Were you scared by the ponies' huddle and dinosaur dilemma trouble? Shelly yawns and without a peep, she curls up tight to fall asleep. But her twitching velvet paws will mean she's still stalking beasties in her dream. Oh, what a super fun story that was! Polly Paint was a little confused to start with because she had seen something she had never seen before. She went to tell the rest of the herd and she was convinced it was a dinosaur. I'm so glad that Champion Chica led the way and she explained that it wasn't a dinosaur but a little newt. And it was a friendly newt, nothing to be scared of at all. What I like best about these stories is that the herd look out for each other. They're always kind and friendly and supportive to each other. They are all wonderful friends. I wonder, have you ever seen a creature that you didn't know what it was? If you have, how did you find out and discover what it really was? I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you will be ready for the next book for us to share together. Bye-bye!